Hey, this is Rod Scott here from TechGuySmartBuy, back again with the Motorola Droid 3 for Verizon. This makes Verizon's second dual-core Droid device, first being the Droid X. With the Droid 3, they've done some different changes. They've updated several things. They've changed the keyboard, given it a 5-row keyboard, so now instead of having the Alt for your numbers, you have a direct number line, which is always helpful. The spacing is done a little differently. It's definitely a lot flatter. You're definitely getting a lot of, you're definitely going to get a better feel and better, more improved typing with it. Not to say that typing on a QWERTY keyboard is a problem, but you know, in certain aspects they could always be better for some devices than others. I mean, BlackBerry's pretty much perfected how to make a keyboard. HTC, they're pretty good. Motorola is still working on it. Expert was a little weird to get used to. But anyway, also we have the front-facing VGA camera, and then in the back we have an 8-megapixel 8-megapixel camera capable of full HD 1080p. And back here you have the speaker for speakerphone or music or any other alerts. You still have the notification button. It wouldn't be a, not button, and you know, sensor. It wouldn't be an Android device if it didn't have one. Volume rocker over here, and then down here you have your USB for, you know, for connecting to a PC, and HDMI for your HD stuff. You have 5 screens for your different uses. Blur is, you have, well, they used to call it modal blur. They're not even acknowledging it anymore, but I still call it blur. It's still a lot better. It's not pure Android, but it's a lot better. It's just a few icons, and it's not too many widgets all in your face, kind of making your experience a little less more entertaining. The browser's pretty good. I mean, it displays, it goes pretty well with a lot of things. I mean, it's like an Android browser. I mean, the dual core processor definitely helps in regards to keeping up with certain things. So it's definitely a lot faster, a lot snappier in most cases in regards to just regular tasks for processes, opening stuff, opening apps, closing them. Then you have you know, your standard email, market, you know, everything else that usually comes with Android. I mean, of course, got to make a phone call screen looks pretty good, but you have the camera, which we talked about a few seconds ago, which says 8 megapixel, but it's alright. It's not as good as other 8 megapixel cameras. It's not beating the iPhone 4's camera. So it's definitely a little lackluster, because you know, you think of 8 megapixel 1080p, you're thinking, you know, I can take a lot more shots on the go for Facebook or TwitPics or just, you know, precious moments, and you don't have a camera where you can just use your phone. Also, a gripe that I had was the battery, which is it's okay. I guess it's a standard. I guess it's about average Android battery life, but you know, I guess since it's a newer device, I guess I was hoping that it was a little bit bigger and it would be a little bit more to it to make for a better experience. But you know, you have devices like the Galaxy S2 that's offering a pretty big battery and supposedly have a very good battery life. So those are two misses that I think this could have been a lot better phone. Although it doesn't have 4G LTE radio inside, you still could have, you know, capitalized on everything by making a good QWERTY. You know, there's still people out there that refuse to give up their keyboard. So this could have been the device to kind of make that happen. So, but again, the Droid 3, it's not a bad phone, but for a new phone in a world where there are several, you know, dual core processors, and you know, this 4G craze is kicking up, but even there are some good 3G phones that this kind of it didn't keep up with too much. Like, I would still recommend a Droid Incredible 2 over this, although you still have your key, although this offers a keyboard. But these are our 2 cents. You may agree, you may disagree. Like any other device, we would tell you, we recommend for you to go to the store and test it out yourself, to make sure that that's something, you know, you want to get locked into, because, you know, getting locked into two-year contract or 3 years if you're in Canada, Canadians, for this would be the milestone in Canada. So it's definitely something to look into before getting trapped into a very long contract. So check it out. Our 2 cents are in the review. If you're watching this, you're either on YouTube or you're in the review reading it or skimming past it. So check it out. Let us know what you think. If there's any talking points or anything you guys want to discuss, you're gonna leave it in the comments. Hit us up on Twitter at TechGuySmartBuy, one word, and don't forget to like us on Facebook. So this is a quick hands-on with the Droid 3 for Verizon, and we are signing out.